Hello, 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 everybody! Boom, boom, boom. Look at us. Actually, I wonder if it is completely right. There we go. We're just setting up. Is it good? It looks good, although it's a little bit low for me. 1 second, let me actually just do this. I did not even see that it was that close to the countdown. It's a little bit of a problem. But the good thing is, I can tell you guys, you know, that we are doing quiz time today. Sorry for the little abrupt way that we started this, but we will have more lighting in a second. Welcome, welcome. My name is Matt, and we will be having a little quiz time. I have really good questions for you today. I think we have a very good quiz coming up. We have 4 winners. 3 winners of the quiz coming up very, very soon. Actually, I could just sit here, honestly. I mean, why do I have to stand if I don't have to stand? I mean, that doesn't really seem like it is a problem to me. Now, I just wanted to check out how you guys are doing. Hi, chats. There we go. The reason, like, I was actually looking for some yarns that we're going to talk about today a little bit as well. So, I got them here in front of me. So, it is all good. Let me just check if everything is going as it should be going on Facebook as well. Let us see how you guys are doing. There we are, there we have you all. Good to see you. Welcome to this first quiz time of the year, of course. First quiz time of the year, and it is good to have you all in the studio, in the building. Your hair looks very red today. My hair isn't red, but it might look a little redder in this. 1 second, let me just actually turn this on right here. Boom. That might help a little bit. With that, it shouldn't look very red. I mean, my beard is red, if that helps at all. Glad you're sitting, Matt Law. Well, I mean, it's not too bad. You know, I mean, why wouldn't I sit? Why have I not been sitting before now? Actually, it is quite nice. Happy New Year, Dark Circles, Matthias. Need more sleep. No, it's just how I always look. I mean, I guess more sleep is always good for everybody, but I always just look like that. Now, let's see. It hasn't really updated the Facebook chat. Just wanted to make sure that we have you guys with us. Hello, Facebook. Are you... Matt calling Facebook. There we go. Emily is there. Bonnie, Therese, Angel, Kristen. We have Marlene as well. We have Lisa. We have Katrina. We have Jennifer. Happy New Year, Stefania. Is the light making your hair red? Lol. I mean, my normal hair is very brown. This is red though. But guys, I'm not gonna spend the whole time just sitting here talking to you guys. You know, I mean, we also have somewhere to be, of course. We have a quiz to get started with. Let's just actually see here, because we first and foremost have this little thing. And you might be asking, Matt, like, now you're gone, kind of. I can't really see you, which kind of doesn't make a lot of sense. I mean, why wouldn't we be able to see you? And what is this countdown doing right? There we go. Ooh, actually, this is kind of tricky, huh? How do I actually move this? Huh, I am not really allowed to move this thing right now. That is a little annoying, actually. Well, how can I not move this? Give me the capacity, please, to move this? No? Okay, I am just not allowed to move this at this moment. That is a little bit problematic, I suppose. Well, where are you playing from right now? USA, UK, or other, or Europe, of course. Where are you playing from? There is no right answer. This is a question that is just to show you, sorry, how it works. That was a yarn thing that came in my mouth there for a second. You can't even see. I am just a headless host here. Don't worry, I'll get it fixed, sorted as soon as possible. But where are you playing from? There is no right answer. This is the round where we just see how it works, how it's all going, and you type 1, 2, 3, or 4 in the chat to answer if you have never been here before. This is not usually how these go, but basically we had a camera malfunction earlier in the week, and I kind of we have a lot of different scenes for this, and I kind of forgot that we actually need the video capture in here as well, the one that actually ended up working. So no, that is my bad, but it is also kind of comical, I think. I think it's kind of funny as well in the same way. There will be a right answer here, but I just want to use this as a polling station and not really as a thing, because nobody wins anything here. It is just showing, it's just to see where you guys are playing from. USA, yeah, a lot of Americans. I assumed Some from UK, some from other, mainly Europe and the US. So welcome to everybody. Welcome aboard the Quiztime train, of course, on Thursdays, it's bi-weekly. Every other Thursday we have this little fun quiz time for you. And in a second it should actually move out of my way. There we go. So I can actually start to mess with this. Okay, 1 second. Let me just actually mess with this for a second. I am just not allowed to move any... Why am I not... This is actually very strange. Okay, there we go. Finally. That was also not what I tried to move at all. That is weird. That is very weird. I've never seen that happen before. But I kind of just can't really... that one, please? No, it just doesn't touch the... I just want to move this. Can I move this? Okay, what if I do this? 1 second, guys, sorry. I just really need to... It is not at all allowing me to touch the video. the camera function here. Well, you know, I mean, let's just get going and I'll see if I can fix it while we actually go. Yes, that is what we do. Let's go for a second here, guys. Let me just actually do this so we can see what we're doing, what we're working with in 20 seconds. Gremlins. Gremlins again. Yeah, but this is like a very weird gremlin. The last gremlin it kind of made sense, but this gremlin is just kind of, I've never seen this happen before, but I just kind of can't really do anything about this. What if no, that is not how I can do that. I can't really touch anything here. That is very strange. Oh! What if okay. What if I do this? Okay, there we go. Okay, it's because... Okay, it's been weird. It's been weird. There we go. I fixed it. I figured it out. It's all good now. It was not standard. Let's say that much. Which mocktail? Oh my god, sorry. Which mocktail is this car named after? This mocktail right here. I am so sorry, but you know, I actually should have fixed this before I could even start showing this. So it's good that we did get here in the end. But this mocktail right here, what is that? You might be thinking. I mean, also it would be silly of you to answer before you even see the mocktail that I'm supposed to show you guys. But here you go. But now it's all rolling. It's all good. Start of the year things, huh? That's just how it is. But this mocktail, a little orange, a little pink. Of course, some glitter in there. You can probably see that in there as well. But yeah, I mean, just a standard little mocktail. But which mocktail are we talking about? Was it the Virgin Margarita, the Shirley Temple, the Skanky Tonic, or the Kiwi Mojito? Which one is this? You might be asking yourself. I mean, it is the number 5. Not the Mamba number 5, but you might want to dance that once you've had this, because it is the Shirley Temple. Of course, it's a mocktail, so you actually don't get any alcohol in your system, but it might be a little bit of so sometimes maybe you're in a situation where you might want to be in the mood to dance the Macarena, but or the Mamba number 5, not the Macarena, maybe both. Who knows? Shirley Temple, it was. Now, next up is our next question, of course, which is about a yarn that I'm not gonna show it because then you guys might guess it. Based on it being shown here on camera. But what yarn weight does udon have? I will of course show a udon skein in just a second after you have answered. But is it super bulky, 2 jumbo, 3 chunky, or 4 bulky? What is udon? What is udon? And let's see here how it goes. Actually, I just kind of actually want to get my trusted chats up on screen so I can follow everybody as well. It's a little bit of like a weird camera thing here, man. Like I have never seen that happen before, but now we're good. We're good. And udon is what type of yarn, or how massive is it? Is what I guess I can ask a little bit. What is the thickness of it, you think? I mean, I can show you a very good picture of it right here in a second, but there we go. It is 0, 0. You guys have answered a bunch of 1, 2, 4, 2, 1. There's a bunch of different answers here, and this is the udon that we're talking about, of course. This is the thickness. It is, as you can see here, pretty thick, but it's kind of hard to like really measure based on the photos, right? It is a super bulky. That's right. Most people had it right. Super bulky is what udon is. It is basically massive noodles, as you see here also on the icon. Beautiful, beautiful ski. Now we're ready for the next question because no gremlins left. They've all been extinguished. Now, let's see here. This is a skein, a cake of Fruta. And you might ask me, Matt, what is that cake of Fruta doing here? Well, you gotta tell me which color of Fruta is this. You know, which is I think you see the color pretty okay. Here, if I yeah, there we go. I mean, you see the colors. You see the colors of the Fruta skein. Which color of Fruta is this? Is it Tropical Sorbet? Is it Sunrise? Is Summer Love? Or for Rose Garden? It would be nice actually to have the second camera. Maybe I can actually get it to work, just to show you up close how it might look. But I don't know if I can make it work, to be honest. But you know, there's no reason not to try. Oh nope, it doesn't. It is not connected. Maybe I can get it to connect. Then you can maybe see it even closer up. But you see the colors right here. Yeah, it is having a hard time, this little camera, but it always does. It's also why we don't really use it for Quiztime, because it is just a little bit of a hassle. But let's see here. Maybe I can have it happen. Here we go. Maybe it connects. I don't know, but we will have an answer very, very soon. It is. Maybe it did. No, it did not. It is the Sunrise. It is not the Tropical Sorbet, guys. This is the Sunrise, the number 1. This is the number 1 Sunrise. I do understand why you're saying Tropical Sorbet, but as you see, I mean, it has the red glow, the pink glow, and a little bit of purple in there as well. I mean, Sunrise does look like that pretty often, and especially in the winter at least. I think, I mean, maybe also even in the summer, but I think that is very much the Sunrise. So you guys have thought of a Tropical Sorbet. No, that is not what it was, but I see why you would think so. Now, also, which of these yarns is rarely, if ever, used by itself? You might think, could it be Flash It? 1, 2, Diablo, 3, Candy Pop, 4, Alpaca Blaze. Which one is it? This is a difficult one. This is a one like for all the Hobbii yarn snobs, enthusiasts, you people who really know that thing, experts perhaps even you could call it. This first quiz, of course. The next 2 quizzes are going to be a little bit more general for the general, I guess, information about crafting in general, and yarn and crochet and knitting, and maybe even also a little bit of a January quiz at the end of it. And then, of course, we have the giveaway for $25. But this, we are actually fighting for a $25 gift card right now, of course. Seeing who wins it, who has the most correct answers. I doubt we will see a 5 out of 5 person right now. You know, I mean, that would be very, very impressive, because we have seen a lot of people fall to the last question. But which one is it? Is it Flash It, Diablo, Candy Pop, or Alpaca Blaze? And this is actually a yarn that we do have in the studio, but since we are doing a lot of cleaning, it is kind of gone, and I don't really know where it is. But it is actually a yarn that is called Candy Pop. Now, why is Candy Pop rarely used by itself? Well, because it is basically it's very rarely used by itself. We have no patterns. There are no pictures of it used by itself. It's almost always a secondary yarn. I have never seen it be used as anything but that. There is, of course, a swatch right here, but that is probably not going to be a whole thing by itself. Diablo, Flash It, and Alpaca Blaze are very often used by themselves as well. Enhjørning is a Danish word meaning 1 unicorn, 2 peacock, 3 bunny, or 4 alpaca. What is enhjørning in Danish? Or in English, I suppose. I love Candy Pop. I used it for my Halloween costume. I knew it as soon as I answered wrong. Yeah, okay, fair enough. But yeah, Candy Pop is very often used to. I'm putting you under arrest if you don't send me a friend request. What is going on here, Lawrence? In the Facebook chat, someone's trying to be friends. You know, honestly, we are here for it. Second camera gremlin. It has a lot of gremlins these days for some reason. I mean, the secondary camera it just doesn't really, apparently it only shows up for live shopping and bingos. It doesn't want to show up for quiz. Actually, can I make it, now I just kind of want to make it work. No, it is still just not, okay, 1 second actually. But what is the Danish word? Maybe I can make it work. Maybe I can make it work. If we just take out one little cable and we put it back in, maybe it's there. Nope. Nope, it's not there. And if you wonder what Elgato is, it is like the way we it is like a little thing that connects cameras with PCs basically. So that is why it's the Elgato is connected, but the camera is not. I saw a little glitch there for a second on our main camera, but it is Unicorn. Unicorn is the actual. Here we go. Here you go. Are you ready for something? I think it's working now. It just had to be restarted a little bit, but we have the secondary camera. Awesome, awesome. But Unicorn it is. En Jørning is it. Now is that Jody Sims with 5 out of 5, as well as Ellie and Jessica with 5 out of 5, and also Anita. Oh my god, we had 4 people with 5 out of 5, but only one of you, of course, can go away with the win. And Jody seems like she has been fastest. So congrats to you, Jody Sims. That is quite impressive. 5 out of 5 to all of you. I mean, the podium, 5 out of 5. That's amazing. Crochet Girl with 1 out of 5. I mean, that's a good start. That is, you know, that is 20% there, basically. When in doubt, do the IT adage of now we need to do this. Of turning it off and then on again. It works very often, and it is my go-to move as well. Now, guys, we have 2 more quizzes, of course, and we also have a little giveaway at the very end. We have $75 gift cards. I mean, $25 gift card each. But we have $75 to give in gift cards left. So let us move on to the next quiz. And I mean, give is a harsh word here, because you guys really like you are worthy of them, if you will, right? And by the way, to you, Jody, just want to make sure that you know, you write to live@hobbii.com. Email us as soon as possible, and then we will send you the coupon code for this $25 gift card. So at live@hobbii.com to you, Jody, and the rest of the winners tonight, of course, as well. I will show it again. Now, let us move on to the next little quiz. There we go, and here I am. The next quiz is a closest guess quiz game, and this is very general information for the most part. The first question is a little bit more Hobbii stuff, but the rest of it is going to be very guesswork, I guess. You guys gotta use your deductive skills, I suppose, a little bit. But also, we expect we expect everybody to live up to the honor code of quizzing, and no googling. No googling. So, let's see here. All going on Instagram, because how many followers does the English Hobbii Yarn Instagram have? In thousands. So, for example, answering 78 is 78,000. So, if you want to answer 1,000, you can answer 1. The first number you post in the chat will be your answer. So, just so you know. Straining our brains here, Matt. Well, we have to earn it. You have to earn it, Susan. That's right. And you earn it, you are, I think, in my opinion at least. I made the board. Let's go. Let's go, D. I'm seeing a lot of different answers here. It is a little bit all over. Some people might have been on Instagram for like not so long ago, and then maybe they kind of have an idea of where it's at. But this is just also to show like the English page is really doing very well, and I hope you guys enjoy our content there. And also, you know, it's also a good sign, in my opinion, because it shows that the crafting community is just growing and growing, and that is just going to feed into more inspiration for the rest of you. So that is very, very nice. And I am on Instagram. I'm not on Instagram. Sheer guess. Well, Katrina, maybe you guessed very well. Of course, these are guessing games. So 466,000. 466. So almost 500,000 followers on Instagram right now for our main page. So that's pretty impressive in my opinion. And while I am not one of them working on making this page, you know, spectacularly successful, like I don't work directly with Instagram stuff, but it is cool to see that that across the platforms that we have, you guys entertained perhaps, and that we also, of course, this YouTube show, these streams are also maybe part of it, and yeah, it's very nice. But we move on to, according to 2024 research, 2024, yeah, research referenced in various crafting articles. What percentage of crocheters are men? Sorry, I wrote is men. That's my bad. That's a little grammatical error there. Are men. What percentage of crocheters are men? So what do you guys think? How many men are there in the crocheting community? And this was, I found some articles. I found various articles actually that referenced this number. So it must have been, you know, I mean, it was also from 2024, so it's very recent. And you guys seem to have a very good idea of whereabouts it is. I'm seeing some people saying 3 or 5%. That is, of course, I mean, maybe you haven't run into many men in the community, and that's understandable. I mean, I also haven't seen too many here in our chats, but I mean, you know, there are some, and it's a surprising amount, actually. I was surprised a little bit, because it is typically like a female dominated hobby, of course, but it is 29%, according to this study, of course. The thing is, it is not like 100% conclusive to 29%. You can't possibly find every single person in the world who crochets and answer this, but it is thereabouts. 29% is a pretty good shout. I think they wrote that they had 7,000 or 10,000, something along that lines, answerers basically on this questionnaire, which is a lot of people, and that also does end up creating some kind of trend at least. So 29%. In the same study, they found that 25 to 34-year-olds makes up how big a percentage of crocheters. So this was also an interesting one for me, at least. This is, of course, from the people who answered this, and of course, there's always some faults to every study. You know, you can't possibly hit every single I guess, demographic, and you know, some people just don't take the studies and whatever else. But according to this study of many thousands, how big a percentage was the 25 to 34-year-olds in terms of the crocheters, the overall crocheters? Let's see. Is that cooking? Majority of women. The good ones are men. I don't think that is just smack talk coming from Greg. You know, I don't think that is not true, Greg. That is not true. I would like to see you in a 1-on-1, Greg, against many of our chatters here today. I know I couldn't, because I'm not a crafter. Oh, Greg, shots fired. Sorry, Greg is already, you know, backing off. Yeah, okay, the joke, it was a joke, guys. But here we go, 44%, apparently, according to this study, is 25 to 34-year-olds. Of course, there is, again, the little caveat that it is mainly an online study, and that also does say something about it. But the 44%, you know, is it's probably a little bit lower on the worldwide scale, just because most people in that age range are probably also prone to answering these. But I would guess it's not far off. Maybe 40 or 30. 38 or something percent would make more sense in a worldwide sense. But blue is the color most represented in Hobbii yarn. How many blue color choices are there across the entire Hobbii yarnography? We have a unicorn, actually, that I forgot to show you here. An enhjørning, as you now know. An enhjørning, I can show it actually over on the secondary camera. There we have a unicorn. Also a blue color, as you see here. A blue color of a yarn. But how many blue color choices are there across the entire Hobbii yarnography? So that means, you know, for example, French Cotton 88, it has multiple blues, right? But so does 86 and 84. And then also Twist Assault probably also have a lot of blues, and so on and so forth. Amigo, you know, all those yarns. Umami, it's many yarns have blue color choices, but how many are there? And this is, of course, a calculated guess from you guys. I don't assume that anyone will get this 100% bang on. But again, I actually haven't mentioned this today, but you get points for however close you are and however fast you are to answer. So people who cheat, people who look it up, they actually get less out of it, because those who actually just know or answer faster on these guesses will be doing better. So 788 is also actually the amount of blue card choices, which is kind of wild that you would know that specifically. I will say that that is kind of wild, but that is the amount of blues that there are. Is this just Hobbii branded or all that you carry? It is all yarns, the whole yarnography of the Hobbii sells, basically. So it is not just Hobbii yarns. It is all of it that we do sell. What is the typical percentage of polyamide present in various sock yarns, such as Unicorn Solid, Silly Socks, etc.? What is the percentage of polyamide present in those sock yarns? There are many different sock yarns, of course, but a lot of our sock yarns does have this exact amount of polyamide. And then typically also some kind of wool. But I'm not going to tell you how much, of course. But you have to tell me. You tell me how much it is. You guys are very... this is one where I can tell you guys you have worked with it a lot. You have worked with maybe a Unicorn Solid. I'm not going to show you the label because it does say the exact percentage. But many people have worked with these yarns, of course. Silly Socks, a Unicorn Solid. I also think we have Friends Sock Wool, I believe, as well. We have quite a few that carry this exact percentage of polyamide. Now let's see. It is actually 75% merino wool in a Unicorn Solid, which means it is 25, as you see up there, percent polyamide in these. Also Silly Socks Disco, Silly Socks Flower Pop, Unicorn Solid, Unicorn. It is 25% polyamide in all of them, and also more than that. I think we have even more sock yarns that also has the same the same fabrics, the same yarn. What's it called? the same makeup of fabrics. Oh god, I need to retire from quizzing. Well, Mel, I believe in you in this next quiz coming up. But right now we have Mighty Stargazer coming in with the win. And Mighty Stargazer, do email us at live@hobbii.com because you have won I'm going to show it for a little bit more. 360 points you got. You got 5 points more than S.Y. Lee and Anita Tio on 294. Congrats to you, Mighty Stargazer. You have gazed into the stars and you have found yourself a victory, my friend. So congrats to you. Do email us and show us who you are. You know, have some proof or something, a screenshot or whatever it might be of who you are. I mean, not of you, but you know, just show something that so we know that it is you and nobody impersonating. That would also be messed up, we might say so. But congrats to you, Mighty Stargazer. Woot! Let's go! Now, y'all games are so much fun and so informative. Pam, I really appreciate that you say that because I try to make these quizzes always fun and informative in some ways. So I do appreciate that you guys enjoy them and also tell us, of course. And also tell us if there's anything that you would like us to maybe add or do more of. You know, if you have any ideas, let us know as well. But congrats, I'm coming second. Oh, but second is also very cool, though, S.Y. It is very cool. I know you just missed out of being number one, but I think second is also to be celebrated, at least. So, let us go on to the next quiz, our last quiz of today. And, of course, we have a little giveaway at the very, very end. But right now, we have our last quiz coming right up. You guys, I am happy to be back here doing quiz time with you. It has been a long time since last time. It was back in December, I believe. So I'm happy to be back here doing quiz time. I always love it. It is my favorite stream of the week is quiz time. I just like it very, very much. Love the quizzes, just hopeless at answering correctly. Well, you know, we're also just here for the community aspect and for the fun of it. It is a fun one, I would say. Sheep breeds, that aced that quiz. Well, Debbie, we will talk about sheep at some point, I suppose. January is named after the Roman god Janus. What is he not the god of? What is he not the god of? 1 transport, 2 endings, 3 doorways, or 4 beginnings. And it's probably a good time to also say this last quiz is January related. This has a lot of questions about January in general. This is for all those who are a little bit perhaps nerdy about months and maybe even why it's called January or whatever else, right? The calendar in general. So yeah, the month of January quiz here. Kind of. It is not entirely that. We have a little bit extra as well coming up. But yeah. So what is he not the god of, Janus? Yeah. What is he not the god of? He is actually not. He is the god of endings. He's also the god of doorways. And he's also the god of beginnings. But he's not the god of transport. Transport, come on, pop it. Yeah, there we go. Transport is the right answer because he is the god of endings, doorways, beginnings. Basically, everything that kind of starts or ends is what Janus is the god of. Transport, I understand why you would think that it's like he also is the god of that, but it isn't really a beginning or end. It's more like the process. But Janus is the beginning and end of the year, basically, of the world, I suppose, in Roman mythology, I suppose. And what special detail is Janus depicted with? What special detail is he depicted with? Is it 2 faces, a sun watch, giant calendar, 4 arms? I used to teach the gods. He is the god of passages, which is transport. Passage is also I mean, I did read that, but I don't think I would have said passages in that case. Transport and passages, I don't know if it is exactly synonymous with each other, I will say. In my opinion, at least. I would say passages is more like the passage of time kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's less about transport. Although you could say that the transport is also about moving forward or from a certain point to a different point. That's also why it shows the word transport, but it didn't show up as that word whenever I searched it. But is it 2 faces, sun watch, giant calendar, or 4 arms? What is Janus depicted with? And it is very much tied in with the first question, because he is depicted with 2 faces, one looking forward and one looking back. I'm pretty sure that is how it goes. So he is basically always, looking forward and back, or depicted as such, and that is also why he is the god of beginnings and whatever else and endings. So that is 2 faces by Janus. And that was actually it for the god questions of this, the Roman god question of this, and why January is called January, I suppose, as well, right? Because it is based on this dude. Now, the first full moon of the year is widely known as 1. Wolf moon, 2. Winter moon, 3. Virgin moon, or 4. Fresh moon. What is it widely known as? I'm seeing a lot of the right question in the chats here. Seeing a lot of right ones. One to the future, one to the past. Exactly, Hannah, exactly. Woohoo, says Laura. I probably won't win anything, but my friends will be winning the experience of hearing fun yarn facts from me. Let's go, Julia. That's exactly it. We like to hear it. And, of course, I always try to keep as many. Like, I always try to at least have one whole quiz be about, like, very general yarn knowledge. And also some about Hobbii stuff and whatever else, right? Like, we do a little bit of a mix, and sometimes also these questions where it's a little bit more about, the time we're in, because that's also part of it, right? I think passages being hallways. Yeah, I mean, I can see that as well, for sure. Let's see here. A lot of good answers here. My astronomy app told me a few days ago. Well, perfect then. Well, then you know. Oh, to the followers of Janus, he guided from them through passages and transitions, whether earthly or spiritual. I totally believe that, by the way. I am not doubting that at all. Wolf moon. So I'm totally with you there, Oof Willis. Totally with you. That's also... I just chose the word transport because of the you know, it wasn't anywhere where I could find him being the god of it. You know what I mean? But I understand how it actually connects, and it's also very interesting, I think, to, you know, I mean, it's connected. It's all connected in that way. Finish the sentence. In 1972, U.S. columnist Harold Pullman proposed January 16th to be an annual national day. What is that day? Is it 1, stay at home, 2, smiling, 3, nothing, 4, crafting? I don't know how widely known this fact is, or this day is, but I found it on Wikipedia when searching for January, and it was very prominently featured on the January month thing, and it is today. Today is this day. But what day is it? January 16th is 1, stay at home, 2, smiling, 3, nothing, 4, crafting day in the US it is. So a national day in the US. What might that be, you think? Through those passages seems like it would correspond more to doorways than transport. Transport is more like types of travel, isn't it? That's what I thought. But, you know, I'm also not exactly an English major. I will say I am secondary languaging this up. So it is nothing. The day of nothing. It's not crafting. Sorry, that was a little bit of a red herring. I apologize. It is the day of nothing. That has been proposed by Harold Pullman. It is the National Day of Nothing, celebrating nothing, doing nothing. I guess celebrating doing nothing by doing nothing, by not celebrating, not doing anything. You don't do any, you just celebrate nothing at all. And that is kind of funny to me. That is today. Today is the day of celebrating nothing, apparently, according to Harold at least. Which month is January's Southern Hemisphere seasonal equivalent? You know, in the Southern Hemisphere, it might be Australia, for example. What month is January's seasonal equivalent? Is it 1 May, 2 June, 3 July, or 4 August? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I mean, you can, of course, I mean, there's some ways to do it, of course. It is not exactly... Google says it's the national religious freedom. It is also that. I didn't choose that one because it wasn't as funny. But I mean, most days have multiple things that it is the national day of, basically. But this was one of them. Thank God I play Animal Crossing. Well, do you know this from Animal Crossing? Let's see here. Well, shoot, I'm working today. Well, it is National Nothing Day, but of course, you know, you also don't have to do anything. I mean, it's just Nothing Day. It is actually also just like it's a big zero in some ways. You could also think of it. So you can also just, it is a blank slate of paper. It is July. It is July. Most of you guys had that one. I just wanted to bring it in there just to see. Just to see. It is July. July is the second, or is the seasonal equivalent. January is actually the, I think, second hottest month of the Southern Hemisphere. January is typically the second hottest month of the year. I would assume February would be the hottest then. Would be my guess. That's probably the summer month of the year for the Southern Hemisphere people. But Chris Rolston Parker. 1 second, Chris. Let me just note you down in my thing right here. Chris Rolston Parker. Congrats to you. You got 5 out of 5, Chris. Regina got 5 out of 5. C, again 5 out of 5. I'm so sorry, C. But you're getting so close and yet not. Also, Ellie and Mika and Lauren and Christine and Mary got 4. But we had so many. We had 7 people get 5 out of 5. It is a very impressive feat in itself. And also many others. D again on the board, I see. D, congrats to you as well on being on the board twice today. That is also cool in itself. I'm on the board, says Cecilia. That's awesome. Second time on the board. Let's go, D. I saw July and almost answered 7. I get that. Now, we're not done yet. We actually have a little bit here of a little giveaway. $25 gift card to all of you. And it is cool to be able to do these quizzes with you. And of course, always try my very best So make sure that it is as informative, as fun for you guys as possible. So tune in 2 weeks when we have another quiz time, same day as bingo. I mean, not same day as bingo, but same time as bingo at 5 p.m. CET, same time as right now. In 2 weeks exactly, we will have another quiz time for you. And unless something happens, who knows, rescheduling, someone can be sick, someone being me. I don't think I will be sick. I was sick a couple weeks ago, so I think I'm good for now, hopefully. But hashtag Hobbii quiz in the chats, and then we can find a winner of the last gift card for today. And thank you for joining me. It's been fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed this first quiz. We will get everything up and rolling. 3 weekly streams as always. Bingo, live shopping, quiz for you guys. Hope you guys will tune in as much as possible. We have a lot of fun things coming up as well, in terms of like, shaking it up a little bit, shaking the bag a little bit, and trying different things out. Also in bingo, I will say, but of course here in quiz time we will always try to strive to educate a little bit. And for some reason January feels like the end of winter, which it is not even a little. The same way August is the end of summer. I realize my perception is off right after answering. Caitlin, I see. I mean, February sometimes can kind of be a little spring-like for sure. But I will say February often is, it is often the beginning of spring, but I would never think of it, I would never think of January as the end of winter, at least, because it's always really hot or really cold here in January. January is a very sludgy month to get through, even though I don't know if sludgy is even a word, but now it is. We have created it. Great job as always, Matt. Thank you. Thank you, even though we had gremlins in the beginning, but it is what it is. You can always... No spring here, lol. 22 degrees Fahrenheit. Don't know what that would be. Would that be like about like a couple minus Celsius, perhaps? Maybe? I think so. I'm not quite sure about the Fahrenheit scale, but it does sound fairly cold, at least, from what I understand about Fahrenheit. But who do we have to win this last one? Is it... It's gonna be G. Nogler. Now, that is kind of wild. I just read out your name and then you win in the random giveaway. Will the Crafting Chat be on YouTube as well? In the future, I am sure it will be streamed on YouTube as well, by the way. So I don't think there's any reason not to do that. So don't you worry. It will be there. So congrats to you. Again, write to us at, I'll just find it here, live@hobbii.com. So write us here and redeem your coupon for $25. All the 4 winners tonight, and of course, congrats to everybody who performed well, who got on the boards, and also if you didn't, that's also part of it. It's also part of it to just be here and have fun, and maybe at some point the board calls for you. I hope so. In 2 weeks, I'll see some of you guys on the board that have never been there before. I hope so. I hope so. Now, I'm so excited. Oh my god. There we go. That's what it's all about. Thank you guys for joining. It's been a fun little almost hour, 45 minutes-ish. It's always fun, and I hope to see you at the next one. But bingo on Monday, I will be there. Steven is still on vacation, so I'll be there hosting for you. So I hope to see you there as well. And you gain some knowledge. I gain some knowledge. I will actually start already to see if I can find some even more, like some more general, like fun facts, yarn stuff for next time, because we have used quite a lot of them. We have used very many fun facts, but I'll try to see if I can dig something up that we may not have thought of before. But guys, see you next time. Take care and have a good weekend when you get to it, and I'll see you on Monday. Okay, bye bye.